All right, everybody, welcome back to Shorty Car Mods. We haven't been here in a while, so let's start off strong with number 19. The greatest of all time, presumably, is what they mean. I mean, maybe they're not being sarcastic with the title. It's not the worst thing we've ever seen on here. The green with the wooden paneling, kind of like a classic woody color combo, and then you got the tertiary with the chrome. Like, it's not all that bad. And the license plate saying Family Truckster makes me think that this is a reference to a car that was in like movie or TV or something, and it might be a recreation. Okay, so I've just Google image searched Family Truckster, and apparently it's the car from National Lampoon's Family Vacation, which is a movie. And this is at Barrett-Jackson, which does very fancy car auctions. I assume that this is the actual car from the movie, and it's not that bad of a recreation. Why is this in Shorty Car Mods? I'm a little bit confused. Like, yeah, sure, this looks a little bit more pristine, but as far as a DIY project, this isn't half bad. I think you posted in the wrong subreddit, my man. Look how they massacred my boy. Okay, this is in the right subreddit. Why would you take, like, an older Generation 5 series? It's not that old of a Generation 5 series, but still, with the proper BMW kidney grills, and then you're like, you know what this needs? I need to either go get like an aftermarket recreation M4 bumper or just like pull one off of a salvage car and slap it on my 5 Series, because you know what my 5 Series should be? It should be an M4. It's like not even it's a series mismatch, but also like why do you like beaver teeth? That's what I need. I mean, clearly the new grill isn't enough to put people off of getting the new M4, because I see them all over the place, but I don't know if it's because people are just like, I want the new M4, and I'm gonna put up with the new grill, or if they're like, you know what? The new grill, that's where it's at, because we need bigger grills on all cars. That's where the whole thing is going. It's not just BMW, it's like, grills must get bigger. Although with EVs, it kind of goes in the opposite direction, because you don't actually need a grill for airflow, so the trends will probably shift. No words, never. It's like a new van is like emerging from a Frankenstein's monster van. Like somehow this old thing is giving birth to a newer, freshly painted front end. Like it cocooned, it cast out its old engine, and now it's like, come forth with the new, freshly polished, not old and dilapidated engine to carry us onward as we continue our journeys down the road. Second try here. Any idea why someone would want to do this? No, I have no idea. There is no rational explanation for why somebody would want to do this. Like, we look at other posts on this subreddit and we're like, haha, it looks kind of funny. Isn't that so silly? And we get that here, but then there's the other element where you actually can just kill someone because you just can't see them. Like me driving in my future BAC Mono that doesn't have a roof on it and is very low to the ground, and this person is driving along and can literally only see the sun as it's on the horizon in front of them and no other cars on the road because they're looking up. And then they drive over me and I die because they can't see anything. So not only does it look silly, you're from a selfish perspective, why would you even want to do this to yourself, where you can open yourself up to major legal repercussions of jail time, of getting sued into oblivion? That doesn't seem worth it. I don't know. Why would... It is illegal in at least one state. I can't remember which one, if not more. So other people do recognize the safety issue with this. What the heck? Now that is it's an interesting take on truck nuts. Why are there 3 of them? What are you basing this off of? Is the top supposed to not actually be a nut? It's supposed to... Why is it so spherical shaped? I don't think it's supposed to be that spherical shaped. And why are they like lumpy? And is that supposed to be kind of like stubble? So anyway, that's new. Probably also adds a lot of weight. Not that you're really concerned with your pickup truck, but it just seems like unnecessary extra weight hanging off the back. But maybe just like a strongman competition to like lift up that nuts. These nuts. What the fork is wrong with people? Come and repost. Have we seen it before? Am I gonna get a reaction where you put the two side by side of me reacting now and me reacting like 2 years ago whenever I first saw this that I'm not remembering, and hopefully I'll be consistent in my reactions though. But you know what? I bet there's absolutely no rubbing on the extra fender flares there. It definitely looks like these tires have really good tread, although the image is JPEG to heck and probably at one point actually had some good resolution to it. And I don't know how the car turns either. Did I mention in the last time I saw this, did I mention that the car probably doesn't turn too good? It probably turns pretty badly. You get some like wheel skippage as it like the tires can't spin at different rates and the diff is probably freaking out. And yeah, that seems like a pretty good done. At least they're driving in the middle of the lanes because the car it's too wide for one lane. So they're just like, I take up both of them. Found this absolute monstrosity for sale in my country. The guy said it's a BMW Z3, or at least that's what it was. Okay, why okay, I mean, it does look like it used to be a BMW Z3, and what it looks like they did is they tried to do, those seats could use some real love. Dang, this has got some use out of it, that's for sure. Oh, what's happening there? What's gone on with the rear? It's missing a taillight as well, but wow. You know, I appreciate like what they were going for. It could use a bit more panel fitment. Also, like, we don't need a modified version of the new M4 grille. We need to go away from that, if at all possible. All right, let's do classic kidney grille shape, which this car actually had to begin with. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up commenting all these things, and what it's gonna mean is it's just gonna take the car back to stock. Give me a good old-fashioned stock clown shoe. Those are so cool, but I don't know why it looks like it makes me think of like a skeleton at the front or something like that. But I will say, I like the wheels. I think these are pretty nice wheels. So, you know, you made a good choice with the wheels, even if other things look a little bit iffy here and there. Literally what? All right, it looks, oh, okay. It just like, it started off like, just looks like a normal car, normal Nissan, and then oh yeah, the wheel, okay, the scissor door, wowie zowie, and then the fish tank. It's the Pimp My Ride convention. I mean, this is basically Pimp My Ride, and we're gonna put a fish tank in the back of your car. And there's gonna be no problems with making any changes of direction and things sloshing. Man, I thought it was so cool when they like put the hot tub in the back of one of the cars, and I was like, oh man, why do they put hot tubs in more cars? There's must be no problem with the extreme amount of weight that's been added, the fact that it sloshes everywhere when you make a slight change of direction or accelerate or brake the car. They should put more hot tubs in more cars. Oh yeah, you know what? On second thought, now that I've aged 20 years, maybe the whole hot tub thing isn't the best idea, but it's okay. Let's put in a hot tub for fish as the headrest, so that if the headrest actually has to be used, you clunk the whole thing off into the back seat, hurting your head on hard plastic, and also the fish die. Oh my, that is a true amalgamation of things. A Dodge El Camino Vet. A Dodge El Vet. It's actually like impressive how well they've managed to fuse the parts together in a way that like you don't actually completely see where one ends and the next begins. Like, I assume if you saw this in person, you'd see some fitment issues with the panels and stuff, but like, it's actually kind of looks like it works fairly well. Yeah, I'm more impressed. The paint seems to mostly match. There's a little bit of a like color mismatch there, but on the sides it seems to kind of work. It could be worse. Could be worse. You know, if I DIY'd this, I'd probably be pretty proud of myself. I don't know why these are the parts that I would have chosen, but I'd be proud of myself for making it work. Yeah, so that like may get the video demonetized. I'm just gonna skip. YouTube age restricted one of the other videos a couple weeks ago because there was a picture of an empty bong in it that had broken, and YouTube was like, yep, that's age restricted. So you can't take risks with anything here. So what the redneck heck is this? It's, I can't tell if the suspension is uneven or if it's just like coming up an incline and it's the same suspension. I just really hope it's not a squatted car, truck, RV, van, limo. But if it's squatted, boy oh boy, they got quite the plow there in front with hooks and all holding the motorbike. So they got a good buffer so that this doesn't get damaged. It's just the unlucky person in front. But hey, that's a lot of real estate, bro. Like that's probably like 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in there or something, plus a loft. There's probably a hot tub in there as well. You know, this thing has such cushion on the suspension with so much travel. Maybe they can get away. They just have a little pool cover that goes on top of the hot tub so that the water can stay contained when they are driving. Maybe. How? It's why did they make it so already this thing it's perched too high and it's literally dragging on the ground behind. It's like you're gonna have F1 sparks coming up behind the RV on the highway, and then they go ahead and they like raise the rear of the pickup truck. It's a reverse squat. So you know what? At least they're gonna see me in front of them on the highway. So you know what? If you want to damage and drag your RV, as long as you can kind of see me because you're tilted down instead of up, I'm gonna choose this any day over the just looking straight off into the sun. It does seem like a hazard to fall off, though, potentially, you know, if you hit a big bump or something, because all of the weight is on like one set of the wheels instead of both of them, which is how it's supposed to be and why there are, you know, multiple axles so you can distribute the load, which isn't being distributed at all here. And I just look forward to like the car hits a bump in front and then it just wheelies because of the weights it's on the back from this thing. Thanks for the info. So I'm kind of feeling like slightly personally attacked right now because the car that I'm getting later this month, the Mono, that has some of the specs on it. Now, granted, it's smaller, and it's on a part that like it's on the cannon, and it's kind of more subtle, but it's kind of, okay. I'm feeling attacked. But anyway, it's because with that car, people are gonna be like, "What's the car? How much power does it have? How fast is it?" And it's gonna basically be like having a frequently asked questions blurb on the side of the car. I can just be like, "Go look," and then it answers everything. I have an FAQ on my car. Now I do think that on a Charger, it's like slightly less like needing an FAQ. So, you know, this is big copium on my part. Anyway, Scat Pack, 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 64.5 seconds, and the color is off-white. My FAQ will not say the color of the car. So that is one thing. And I'm also not planning on free advertising Nike. I'm only planning on free advertising Marvel. An atrocity I found in my work parking lot. Poor Celica. You know, dude, I had a neighbor at the like bungalow complex that I grew up in, and he had a Celica, and I always thought like it was a pretty cool car, you know, and this is kind of like a look how they massacred my boy a little bit, because I kind of appreciate what they're going for. It's just that it's hard to DIY it. Is all, and it kind of looks like a bird beak, and it's like, give me food. I am very hungry. I hope that the gas tank it fills from there, so you can look like you're actually feeding your bird or something. That's I think the wing is creating a little bit more drag there than it needs to, and it is not really doing a good downforce bit. And then it looks like they kind of went for a Nissan GTR interior on the thing, bit of the McDonald's color scheme, which is like people do the McDonald's color scheme even on very expensive cars, and I've never been a big fan of the yellow exterior with red interior, because it's what it makes me think of. But also the Mono is red and gold, but it's like, it's different. It's not like bright McDonald's. I'm inconsistent with my takes on things. Can't see short. Warning, we can't see short because of this awesome sticker. Okay. It's very meta and self-inflicted. And what kind of car do you have? I have a Tesla, duh. I'm sure that this probably existed before Tesla did. It says made in Russia. I'm assuming it's a Russian car make that I'm actually not familiar with, but cool. I too like to obstruct my rear visibility. That's not important in a car. Actually, there's no rear visibility in the Mono. It's just a roast of me, dude. Thoughts on my shorty car mod? And then it go. Well, you know, at least it's an auto, because if this were manual, I feel like this would break in about 2 minutes, but it's always good to have your snacks handy. It's much safer than having to reach into an unknown location to find your snacks. This way, you can always just have it right there and also held in place, right? Presumably this doesn't spin on the stick, so you can unscrew the cap without having to use a second hand to provide the leverage for it. So very smart and good safety, and it really highlights the fuel level of your vehicle and still leaves the gas tank pointy bit visible, so that you can always know for sure what side the gas tank is on, because sometimes you forget even after you've had your car for, you know, like 5 years or something. Some Jeep people. Wake up, Jeeple! So I'm in college at TSU, and I noticed that they built brand new chargers for EVs. If you have an EV plug in EV, you don't have to buy a $250 yearly parking permit. So I decided to try something, and it's been a month, and I haven't gotten caught yet. What do you guys think? Just the wall mount for the car, for the thing in your home garage or something. See, why I just don't understand, if you were getting away with this, why you would post about it on social media. See, that just seems like a surefire way to make it not work anymore, you know, because you're crowding the trade. You're making it so other people can be like, I should try that too. And then soon enough, the entire row of EV chargers is all cars that are quite clearly not EVs, that just have the plug dangling out of something that someone's gonna secure in a terribly awful fashion. And people are gonna be like, yeah, that's not legit. Oh wait, none of these are legit, and everyone's gonna start getting towed. So you just played yourself. Like, I don't advocate this behavior, but also if you're trying to save your money, you don't wanna, this is something you just wanna keep to yourself. Yeah, also, probably just don't do this because you're gonna get keyed. Swear folks will grab 32s and throw them on any car. Describe this car with, it's the floating car. Did we see this one before? Because we've seen a floating car before. I love it. I love it so much. It's kind of incredible. Like, I'm really impressed by whoever manufactures the wheels, that they stay completely stationary, no rotation at all. Like, actually, job well done with your whatever gyroscope goes on to keep them stationary. It just looks fake, dude. It looks so fake. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. Because the person who does this, like, knows what they're doing and is okay with it. And this car probably has a hard time, like, actually getting up to freeway speeds, but you know what? Can you imagine seeing this on the highway and you'd be like, is it my brain playing tricks on me and doing like the thing in commercials where the wheels look like they're spinning backwards even though they're spinning forwards? Or like, are they actually not moving? I have no idea what's happening right now. I love it. Thanks for watching Shorty Car Mods. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.